Hi. So, okay, this one starts with a sneeze. Basically, I'm on page 85 of the textbook, and it's in the ebook for you guys as well. And there's a whole page there. And in my math lab, you're going to see solve for this variable. In this formula, solve for this variable. And with practice, they're easier than regular equations, but you just have to remember the moves. In fact, in this case, what I'll do is I'll tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing. So this example says solve for h. And h, poor h, it's buried inside this crazy equation. But I'm telling you, I look at this problem and I can do it in 2 steps. It's the same reasoning each time, believe it or not. So here's how I do it, okay? I'm going to use the same moves that I do when I'm solving equations. That 1/2, I don't like it there. Remember what we were doing last time? We can make everybody over 2 or something. This is so simple. What I'll do, instead of putting a common denominator of 2, which you can do, and that's totally fine, instead of that, I'm just going to come in and multiply by 2. It's going to cancel it, okay? The 2 and the 1/2 turn into 1. Sometimes it's good to just know the direct move of let's multiply by something to clear it. I was talking about taking care of fractions in one of our previous videos where I elevated everybody over 14, if you remember, and then we could solve it. But this tiny little fraction, it's not worth the trouble. Just multiply by 2. But what do you got to do? What is the multiplication property of equality say? Whatever do unto others, no. What you do to one side, you do to the other. So we're going to hit it with a 2 on this side also. Now it's legal. In other words, what we're doing is we're doubling both sides. On the right-hand side, it says half of this is equal to this guy. So whole of this is equal to 2 of these guys. You know what I'm saying? So there's a logic to that. So, and that's what the multiplication property does. Rewrite, and you have 2a is equal to h times b1 plus b2. I know. You're thinking, oh, now I got to distribute and you really don't need to distribute. If you do, you'll get the right answer. But you know what? You'll have trouble with it. Actually, distributing is going backward from our intent. Because what you can do here is we look at it as I've got h, and we're solving for h times whatever. And that whatever I want to get rid of so that I get h alone. And how do I get rid of multiply? That's right. You divide. In this case, by the thing called b1 plus b2, whatever that number is, both sides of the equation, okay? These guys, that thing cancels as a number. And the property we used here was, once again, multiplication or division property of equality. We did it twice. And now we get to parade down the streets like the winners we are and simply say, hey, look, h, not b. Where did b come from? You're later. H is equal to twice a divided by the sum b1 plus b2. So even though it looked horrendous, in 2 steps, it's doable. So look for those kinds of moves, that the same moves you do when you're solving equations, you do with formulas. We got one more video. This time we're going to use a formula on a problem. Okay? We'll see you then. I said we'll see you then. There we go.